Hello viewers, in today's video we will talk about the different states in the United States of America and how they got their unique nicknames. So let's start with the two non-contiguous states in the United States. First we'll talk about Alaska. The nickname associated with Alaska is the last frontier state. Hawaii, which is in the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii is known as the Aloha state. Now let's start with the northwest corner of the contiguous United States of America. Let's start with Washington state, which is unofficially known as the Evergreen state. Oregon is known as the Beaver state. California is known as the Golden state. Nevada is known as the Silver state. Idaho is known as the Gem state. Utah is known as Beehive state. Arizona is known as the Grand Canyon state. Montana is known as the Big Sky country. Wyoming is known as the Equality state. Colorado is known as Centennial state. New Mexico is known as the Land of Enchantment. North Dakota is known as the Peace Garden state. South Dakota is known as the Mount Rushmore state. Nebraska is known as the Cornhusker state. Kansas is known as the Sunflower state. Oklahoma is known as Land of the Red Man. Texas is known as the Lone Star state. Minnesota is known as the Land of 10,000 Lakes. Iowa is known as the Hawkeye state. Missouri is known as the Show Me state. Arkansas is known as the Natural state. Louisiana is known as the Pelican state. Wisconsin is known as Badger state. Illinois is known as the Land of Lincoln. Kentucky is known as the Bluegrass state. Tennessee is known as the Volunteer state. Mississippi is known as the Magnolia state. Alabama is known as the Yellowhammer state. Georgia is known as Peach state. Florida is known as Sunshine state. South Carolina is known as the Palmetto state. North Carolina is known as the Tar Heel state. Virginia is known as Old Dominion. West Virginia is known as the Mountain state. Ohio is known as the Buckeye state. Indiana is known as the Hoosier state. Michigan is known as the Great Lake state. Pennsylvania is known as Keystone state. New York is known as the Empire state. Vermont is known as the Green Mountain state. New Hampshire is known as the Granite state. Maine is known as the Pine Tree state. Massachusetts is known as the Bay state. Rhode Island is known as the Ocean state. Connecticut is known as the Constitution state. New Jersey is known as the Garden state. Delaware is known as the First state. And Maryland is known as Old Line state. Now let's discuss how each state got its nickname. We'll start with Alaska. Have you ever wondered how Alaska got the nickname the last frontier state? Well, let me break it down for you. Alaska earned its nickname due to its vast, untouched wilderness and rugged terrain. Alaska is the largest state in the United States by area, yet has one of the lowest populations. This means there are still large areas of land that remain unexplored and undeveloped. Alaska is home to some of the most extreme weather conditions on Earth, with harsh winters and unpredictable weather patterns. This makes it a challenging environment for both humans and wildlife to survive in. Alaska is also rich in natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and timber. The discovery of these resources has led to increased development in recent years, but much of Alaska still remains pristine and untouched. Alaska is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts with endless opportunities for hiking, fishing, hunting, and wildlife viewing. Alaska has diverse landscapes which range from towering mountains and glaciers to lush forests and tundra. So there you have it. Alaska truly is the last frontier state, a place where adventure awaits around every corner and where nature still reigns supreme. Alaska is a land of untamed beauty and endless possibilities. My familiarity with Alaska is through a movie called Insomnia by Christopher Nolan, and I will highly recommend it if you want to familiarize yourself with Alaska. Let's move on to Hawaii now. Now let's talk about Hawaii. Hawaii is called the Aloha state. Why is it called so? Let me break it down for you. First off, aloha is more than just a word in Hawaiian. It's a way of life, a way of treating others with love, respect, and compassion. It embodies the spirit of Hawaii and its people. Hawaii adopted the nickname the Aloha State back in 1959 when it became the 50th state of the United States. The term Aloha was chosen to represent the warm welcome and hospitality that Hawaii is known for. But why specifically Aloha? Well, the word itself holds deep cultural significance in Hawaiian culture. It can mean hello, goodbye, love, and so much more. It's a powerful word that encompasses a whole range of positive emotions. So when you think of Hawaii as the Aloha State, it's not just a catchy nickname. It's a reflection of the genuine kindness and warmth that you will experience when visiting these beautiful islands. So next time you're planning a trip to Hawaii or just dreaming about it as I do, remember that Aloha isn't just a word, it's a way of life. And that is why Hawaii is called the Aloha State. Let's move on to Washington State now. Washington is unofficially called the Evergreen State. Let's understand why. First of all, Washington is known for its lush greenery and abundant forests. Washington State is home to a variety of evergreen trees such as Douglas firs, western hemlocks, and cedar trees. These trees stay green all year round, giving Washington its signature verdant landscape. Another reason why Washington State is called the Evergreen State is its commitment to environmental conservation. The state has a long history of protecting its natural resources and promoting sustainability. From the majestic Olympic National Park to the stunning Mount Rainier, Washington takes pride in its diverse ecosystems and strives to preserve them for future generations. Furthermore, the nickname Evergreen State also reflects the state's resilience and endurance. Just like the evergreen trees that weather all seasons, Washington has faced challenges and overcome them with strength and perseverance. So there you have it. Washington is called the Evergreen State because of its lush forests, environmental stewardship, and unwavering resilience. Next time you visit this beautiful state of Washington, take a moment to appreciate its natural beauty and the spirit of sustainability that defines it. Now let's move on to Oregon. Oregon is called the Beaver State. Why, you may ask? You see, back in the 19th century, beavers were abundant in Oregon, and beavers played a crucial role in the economy of the state of Oregon. Beavers were highly valued for their fur, which was used to make hats and coats. The fur trade was booming in Oregon thanks to these industrious little creatures. But it's not just about the fur trade. Beavers are also known for their incredible engineering skills. Beavers build dams and create wetlands that benefit the ecosystem and help maintain water quality. So it is no wonder that Oregon chose the beaver as its state animal and adopted the nickname the Beaver State. It is a nod to the important role played by these animals in shaping the state's history and environment. Next time you see a beaver dam or spot one of these furry critters in the wild, remember why Oregon is called the Beaver State. It is a tribute to the industrious nature and impact of these amazing animals. So let's give a round of applause to the beavers of Oregon. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to California now. Number 5 on our list of states in the United States is California. California has the nickname of the Golden State. Well, let me tell you why it got this nickname. First off, California earned its nickname due to the discovery of gold in 1848. This discovery sparked the famous gold rush. This event brought thousands of people to the state of California in search of fortune, leading to a period of rapid growth and prosperity. Secondly, California's official state nickname actually comes from the golden poppy, the state flower. These vibrant orange flowers blanket the hillsides during springtime, creating a stunning golden landscape that truly embodies the beauty of California. Additionally, California is known for its golden sunsets that paint the sky with hues of gold, orange, and pink. The state's diverse landscapes, from sandy beaches to rolling hills to majestic mountains, provide the perfect backdrop for these breathtaking displays of color. And let's not forget about California's agricultural industry, which produces a bounty of golden crops such as oranges, almonds, and grapes. The state's fertile soil and Mediterranean climate make it a prime location for growing these valuable commodities. So there you have it. California is called the Golden State for a variety of reasons, from its history with gold to its natural beauty and agricultural abundance. It is a nickname that perfectly captures the essence of this diverse and vibrant state. Let's move on to number 6 on our list, Nevada. Nevada is called the Silver State. Let me explain why. Nevada earned this nickname due to its rich history of silver mining. In the mid 1800s, silver was discovered in abundance in Nevada, leading to a silver rush not very different from the gold rush seen in California. This boom in silver mining played a significant role in shaping the state's economy and history. Nevada's silver deposits were so vast that it quickly became one of the top producers of silver in the United States. The Comstock Lode, a massive silver deposit discovered in 1859, was one of the richest silver mines in history and helped solidify Nevada's reputation as the Silver State. The importance of silver mining in Nevada can still be seen today. The state's official nickname, the Silver State, pays homage to this crucial industry that helped drive the growth and development of Nevada. So next time you hear someone refer to Nevada as the Silver State, you will know exactly why. In conclusion, Nevada's nickname as the Silver State is a nod to its storied past as a major hub for silver mining. The legacy of this industry continues to shape Nevada's identity and is a reminder of the state's rich history. So there you have it, the fascinating reason behind why Nevada is called the Silver State. Let's move on to Idaho now. Have you ever wondered why Idaho is called the Gem State? Let me explain why. Idaho earned the nickname of the Gem State because of its abundance of natural resources, particularly gemstones. No surprises there. The state is home to over 72 different precious and semi-precious gemstones, including star garnets, opals, and jasper. One of the most famous gems found in Idaho is the star garnet, which is only found in 2 places in the world, Idaho and India. These unique gems have a star-like pattern that appears when light hits them just right, making them highly sought after by collectors and jewelry enthusiasts. But it's not just gemstones that make Idaho shine. The state is also known for its stunning landscapes, including majestic mountains, pristine lakes, and lush forests. This natural beauty has earned Idaho a reputation as a hidden gem among outdoor enthusiasts and nature lovers. So there you have it. Idaho truly lives up to its nickname as the Gem State, as it is a gem of a state, thanks to its abundance of precious gemstones and breathtaking scenery. Next time you're looking for a unique vacation destination or a special piece of jewelry, consider exploring all that Idaho has to offer. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Now let's talk about Utah. Have you ever wondered why Utah is called the Beehive State? Well, let me break it down for you. Back in the mid 1800s, when Mormon pioneers settled in Utah, they were looking for a place where they could thrive and build a strong community. They believed in hard work, cooperation, and self-sufficiency, just like bees in a hive. The beehive became a symbol of industry, perseverance, and unity for the early settlers. They even incorporated it into their state seal and flag. Utah's nickname as the Beehive State reflects the values of its people: industriousness, unity, and self-reliance. It's a reminder of the state's rich history and the strong sense of community that still exists today. So next time you see the beehive symbol in Utah, remember that it represents the hard-working spirit of its residents and the legacy of those who came before them. Utah truly lives up to its nickname as the Beehive State. Now let's move on to Montana. Montana is called Big Sky Country. Why is the sky big in Montana? Let me explain it to you. First of all, Montana is known for its vast open spaces and stunning landscapes. With over 147,000 square miles of land, Montana has some of the biggest skies you will ever see. The horizon seems to stretch on forever, giving you a sense of freedom and endless possibilities. Secondly, Montana has relatively low light pollution, making it the perfect place for stargazing. When the sun sets, the sky lights up with millions of stars, creating a breathtaking display that you have to see to believe. Lastly, the nickname Big Sky Country was actually coined by a famous author named A.B. Guthrie Jr. He used this term to capture the grandeur and beauty of Montana's expansive skies in his novels. So there you have it. Montana is called Big Sky Country because of its wide open spaces, stunning landscapes, perfect stargazing conditions, and the poetic words of the author A.B. Guthrie Jr. It is a nickname that perfectly encapsulates the awe-inspiring beauty of the state of Montana. Next time you find yourself in Montana, just look up at the sky and you will understand why they call it Big Sky Country. Trust me, it is a sight you will not forget in a hurry. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Wyoming. Now let's understand why a state like Wyoming is nicknamed the Equality State. Believe me, this nickname is richly deserved. Back in 1869, Wyoming made history by being the first state in the United States to grant women the right to vote. Yes, that's right. A full 51 years before the 19th Amendment was passed nationally in the United States. Talk about trailblazing. But it does not stop there. Wyoming also elected the first female governor in the US, Nellie Taylor Ross. In 1925, she paved the way for future generations of women in politics. And let's not forget that Wyoming was also the first state to have a female court bailiff, jury members, and justice of the peace. They were truly ahead of their time when it came to gender equality in Wyoming. So it is no wonder that Wyoming has earned the nickname the Equality State for its progressive stance on women's rights. They set the bar high and continue to inspire others to strive for equality in all aspects of life. So next time you think about Wyoming, remember its rich history of championing equality and paving the way for a more inclusive society. Let's continue to honor their legacy and work towards a more equal future for all everywhere in the world. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Colorado. Have you ever wondered why Colorado is called the Centennial State? Well, let me break it down for you. Colorado earned this nickname because it became the 38th state in the United States on August 1st, 1876, exactly 100 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. That is right, Colorado joined the Union during the nation's centennial year, hence the name Centennial State. Not very complicated there. But wait, there is more to it than just the timing of its statehood. Colorado is also known for its rich history and diverse landscapes, from the majestic Rocky Mountains to the vast plains and deserts. It is a state filled with natural beauty and outdoor adventures, making it a popular destination for tourists and outdoor enthusiasts alike. So next time you find yourself in Colorado, take a moment to appreciate its history and significance as the Centennial State. And don't forget to explore all that this beautiful state has to offer, from hiking and skiing in the mountains to relaxing by a picturesque lake. Colorado truly lives up to its nickname as a state worth celebrating every day of the year. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is New Mexico. New Mexico is called the Land of Enchantment. Well, let me tell you, it's not just a catchy slogan. This nickname truly captures the magical essence of the state of New Mexico. First off, New Mexico is known for its stunning natural beauty. From the majestic mountains to the vast deserts, the landscape in New Mexico is truly enchanting. The diverse terrain offers breathtaking views that will leave you in awe. But it's not just the scenery that makes New Mexico enchanting. The state is rich in history and culture. With a blend of Native American, Hispanic, and Anglo influences, this cultural tapestry can be seen in the architecture, art, and cuisine of the region. And let's not forget about the spiritual aspect of New Mexico. New Mexico is home to numerous sacred sites and spiritual retreats, drawing people from all over the world seeking enlightenment and healing. But perhaps what truly sets New Mexico apart is its unique energy. Many believe that there is a special aura or vibration in the air in New Mexico that brings about a sense of peace and harmony. Whether you are exploring ancient ruins or stargazing in the desert, you cannot help but feel a sense of wonder and enchantment. So there you have it. New Mexico is called the land of enchantment for a reason. With its natural beauty, rich culture, spiritual energy, and overall magical atmosphere, this state truly lives up to its name. Visit New Mexico and experience the enchantment for yourself. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Arizona. Arizona is called the Grand Canyon State because Arizona is home to one of the most magnificent natural wonders in the world, the Grand Canyon. This massive canyon stretches for over 270 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and over a mile deep. It is a sight to behold and attracts millions of visitors each year. The Grand Canyon was carved out by the Colorado River over millions of years, exposing layers of colorful rock formations that tell a story of Earth's geological history. It is a true marvel of nature and a must-see destination for any adventurer. So why did Arizona earn the nickname Grand Canyon State? Well, it's very simple. The Grand Canyon is such a defining feature of the state that it only makes sense to associate Arizona with this iconic landmark. But the Grand Canyon isn't the only reason why Arizona is known for its natural beauty. The state is also home to stunning landscapes like Sedona's red rocks, the Sonoran Desert with its unique cacti, and the towering saguaro cactus forests. So let's now move on to the next state on our list, which is North Dakota. North Dakota is called the Peace Garden State. Let me tell you why. Back in 1932, the International Peace Garden was established on the border between North Dakota and Manitoba, Canada. This garden symbolizes the long-standing peace and friendship between the United States of America and Canada. It serves as a reminder of the importance of diplomacy and cooperation between independent sovereign nations. The name Peace Garden State was officially adopted in 1957 to honor this beautiful and meaningful landmark. The International Peace Garden covers over 2,300 acres and features stunning floral displays, sculptures, and monuments dedicated to peace. North Dakota's nickname reflects its commitment to promoting peace and unity not only within its own borders but also on an international level. It serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder that peace is possible when we come together with understanding and respect. So next time you think of North Dakota, remember its important role in fostering peace and harmony. The Peace Garden State is not just a name, but a powerful symbol of our shared humanity and the potential for a brighter future. Let's all strive to be more like North Dakota, a state dedicated to spreading peace and goodwill to all. After North Dakota, let's now talk about South Dakota. South Dakota is called the Mount Rushmore State. South Dakota earned this nickname because of the Mount Rushmore National Memorial located in the Black Hills region of the state of South Dakota. Mount Rushmore features the faces of four of America's most influential presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. This massive sculpture was completed in 1941 and has since become a symbol of American democracy and freedom. The idea for Mount Rushmore was conceived by historian Don Robinson as a way to attract tourists to South Dakota. The sculptor Gutzon Borglum was chosen to bring this vision to life, and he worked tirelessly with a team of workers to carve the faces into the granite mountain. Each president's face on Mount Rushmore represents a different aspect of American history and values. George Washington symbolizes the birth of the nation of United States of America. Thomas Jefferson represents the expansion of United States through the Louisiana Purchase. Theodore Roosevelt embodies the development of America as a world power, and Abraham Lincoln signifies the preservation of the Union during the American Civil War. So next time you think of South Dakota, remember that it's not just known for its stunning landscapes and outdoor adventures, but also for being home to one of the most famous landmarks in the entire United States of America. That's why South Dakota proudly carries the nickname of the Mount Rushmore state. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Nebraska. Nebraska is called the Cornhusker state. If it had been up to me, I would change it to the Warren Buffett state. Jokes aside, the nickname Cornhusker state dates back to the 1800s when Nebraska was a major producer of corn. The term cornhusker actually refers to the process of removing the husks from corn before corn can be eaten or processed. Nebraska's rich agricultural history and vast cornfields have solidified its reputation as a leading corn-producing state in the United States. In fact, Nebraska consistently ranks among the top states for corn production, with farmers dedicating thousands of acres to growing the staple crop. The University of Nebraska's athletic teams also play a role in the state's nickname. The university's football team, known as the Cornhuskers, has helped popularize the term and further cement Nebraska's association with corn. So there you have it. Nebraska earned the nickname Cornhusker State due to its prominent role in corn production and the influence of its beloved sports teams. It is a fitting title for a state that has played such a significant role in feeding the American nation and celebrating its agricultural roots. Next time you think of Nebraska, remember its connection to corn. Also remember its connection to Warren Buffett and why Nebraskans proudly wear the title of the Cornhusker State. Now let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Kansas. We are in Kansas now. Let me explain why Kansas is called the Sunflower State. You see, back in the 1800s, when Kansas was being settled, the state's vast prairies were covered with beautiful sunflowers. These bright yellow flowers would bloom all across the state, creating a stunning sea of gold. Not only are sunflowers a beautiful sight to behold, but they also hold a special significance for Kansas. Sunflowers are known for their resilience and ability to thrive in tough conditions, much like the early settlers of Kansas who faced harsh weather and challenges as they built their new homes. Today, Kansas is still known for its fields of sunflowers, which are not only a symbol of the state, but also an important crop for farmers. Sunflower seeds are used for cooking oil, bird feed, and even as a healthy snack for us human beings. So the next time you see a field of sunflowers or hear someone mention the sunflower state, remember that it's not just a pretty nickname, it is a tribute to the strength and beauty of both the flowers and the people of Kansas. And that is why Kansas is called the Sunflower State. Now let's move on to Oklahoma. Have you ever wondered why Oklahoma is called the land of the red man? Well, let me break it down for you. Back in the 1830s, the United States government forcibly relocated Native American tribes from their ancestral lands in the southeast to what is now Oklahoma. This event became known as the Trail of Tears, a dark chapter in American history. Oklahoma was designated as Indian Territory, a place where these tribes could live and govern themselves. The name Red Man comes from the traditional clothing and body paint worn by many Native Americans, which often featured red hues. The state of Oklahoma has a rich Native American heritage with over 39 federally recognized tribes calling it home. The red earth of Oklahoma is also a nod to the connection between the land and its indigenous people. Today, Oklahoma continues to honor its Native American roots through cultural events, museums, and monuments dedicated to preserving and celebrating the history of these tribes. So next time you hear someone refer to Oklahoma as the land of the red man, remember the deep connection between the state and its Native American inhabitants. It is a reminder of the resilience and strength of these communities in the face of adversity. Let's now move on to Texas. Texas is called the Lone Star State. Let me tell you why. Back in the 1830s, Texas was fighting for independence from Mexico. During this time, Texas adopted a flag with a single star on it, symbolizing its independence and strength as a lone entity. In fact, Texas was originally the Republic of Texas after winning independence from Mexico in 1836, till it agreed to join as a state the United States of America in 1845. This iconic flag became known as the Lone Star flag and eventually led to Texas being dubbed the Lone Star State. But the significance of the Lone Star does not stop there. It also represents the independent spirit and pride of the people of Texas. They have always been known for their resilience, self-reliance, and determination to stand out on their own. So when you see that Lone Star on the Texas flag, remember that it is not just a symbol, it is a testament to the rich history and unique identity of the Lone Star State. And that is why Texas proudly carries the title of the Lone Star State. It is a badge of honor that reflects the strength, courage, and individuality of the great state of Texas. So next time you are in Texas, take a moment to appreciate the significance of that Lone Star and all that it represents. And remember, everything's bigger in Texas, including the pride in being the Lone Star State. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Minnesota. Minnesota is called the land of 10,000 lakes. First off, let's clarify, Minnesota does not actually have 10,000 lakes. It has more. In fact, it has over 11,800 lakes which are at least 10 acres in size. That's a whole lot of lakes, right? So why so many lakes in Minnesota? Well, it all goes back to the last ice age. As glaciers retreated, they carved out deep basins in the land which eventually filled with water, creating these beautiful lakes we see today. But it's not just about the number of lakes in Minnesota. It's also about their size and diversity. Yes, even lakes can be diverse. From the massive Lake Superior, the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, to smaller hidden gems nestled in the forests, each lake has its own unique charm. These lakes aren't just for show either. They play a crucial role in Minnesota's ecosystem and economy. They provide habitats for a wide variety of plant and animal species, support recreational activities like fishing and boating, and even help regulate the climate by storing and releasing water. So there you have it. Minnesota earned the title of the land of 10,000 lakes because of its abundance of lakes shaped by glaciers thousands of years ago. It is a fitting nickname for a state that truly treasures its natural beauty. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Iowa. Have you ever wondered why Iowa is called the Hawkeye State? Is it the Hawkeye from the Marvel universe? Well, let me break it down for you. Back in the early 1800s, Iowa was a territory, and settlers were moving in. One of those settlers was a man named James Fenimore Cooper, who just so happened to be a very popular author at the time. Cooper was known for his novel, The Last of the Mohicans, and in that novel there was a character named Hawkeye, who was a skilled marksman and tracker. Now fast forward a bit to 1838, when a newspaper called the Burlington Hawkeye was founded in Iowa. The paper got its name from Cooper's character Hawkeye, and it became really popular. People started associating Iowa with the name Hawkeye because of the newspaper. Eventually, in 1838, Iowa became a state, and the nickname the Hawkeye State stuck. It's all thanks to a combination of James Fenimore Cooper's character and a local newspaper. So next time you're in Iowa, remember that it's not just cornfields and farmland, it's the Hawkeye State, named after a fictional character and a beloved newspaper. Not the Marvel character though. Pretty cool, right? And that's why Iowa is called the Hawkeye State. Let's now move on to the next state in our list, which is Missouri. Missouri is known as the Show Me State. But why? The nickname Show Me State originated in the late 19th century and reflects the character of residents of Missouri. Practical, no-nonsense, and skeptical. You see, Missourians are not ones to simply take someone's word for it. They want to see proof, evidence, or a demonstration before they believe something. So they might ask, show me. It's all about showing, not just telling. This attitude has become ingrained in the state's culture and is a source of pride for its residents. So whether it is in politics, business, or everyday life, Missourians are known for their insistence on being shown the facts before making a decision. This mentality has shaped the state's history and continues to influence its people today. So next time you hear someone refer to Missouri as the show me state, remember that it's not just a catchy nickname, it is a reflection of the values and mindset of the inhabitants of Missouri. And that, my friends, is why Missouri is called the show me state. Let's now move on to the next state in our list, which is Arkansas. Arkansas is known as the natural state. Arkansas earned this interesting nickname back in 1995. That's quite recent, because of its stunning natural beauty and diverse landscapes. First off, Arkansas is home to over 600,000 acres of lakes and 9,700 miles of streams and rivers, making it a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. From fishing and boating to kayaking and hiking, there is no shortage of ways to enjoy the great outdoors in Arkansas. But it's not just the waterways that make Arkansas special. The state is also known for its lush forests, rolling mountains, and breathtaking scenic byways. The Ozark Mountains in the northwestern part of the state are a prime example of Arkansas's natural beauty, with their towering peaks and stunning vistas. Arkansas is also a haven for wildlife, with over 400 species of birds and numerous mammals calling the state home. Whether you are a bird watcher or a nature lover, you will find plenty to see and explore in Arkansas. So next time you are planning a getaway or looking for a new adventure, consider visiting the natural state. With its abundance of outdoor activities, stunning landscapes, and diverse wildlife, Arkansas truly lives up to its nickname as the natural state. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Louisiana. Louisiana is called the Pelican State. Are there many pelicans in Louisiana? Well, let me break it down for you. The nickname dates back to early 19th century when Louisiana was a Spanish colony. The brown pelican, with its distinctive long bill and pouch, was abundant along the state's coastlines. The pelican became a symbol of Louisiana's abundant natural resources and coastal beauty. In fact, the brown pelican is the state bird of Louisiana. It represents resilience, resourcefulness, and adaptability, all qualities that inhabitants of Louisiana pride themselves on. But it's not just about symbolism. The pelican also played a practical role in Louisiana's history. During the oil spill in 2010, pelicans were among the most affected wildlife. This event brought attention to the importance of protecting the state's delicate ecosystem and wildlife. So next time you see a pelican soaring over the bayou or perched on a piling along the Mississippi River, remember that it's not just a bird. It's a symbol of Louisiana's rich history and natural beauty. And that's why Louisiana is called the Pelican State. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Wisconsin. Why is Wisconsin called the Badger State? Well, let me break it down for you. Back in the 19th century, lead miners in Wisconsin would dig tunnels into the hillsides to find their fortune. These miners did not have proper housing, so they ended up living in these tunnels, just like badgers do. And that's how they earned the nickname badgers. But wait, there is more to it than just that. The badger actually became a symbol of hard work and tenacity for the people of Wisconsin. Just like the badger digs deep into the ground to find its food, the people of Wisconsin were known for their strong work ethic and determination. So when Wisconsin became a state in 1848, it only made sense to adopt the badger as their official state animal. It represents resilience and perseverance of the people who call Wisconsin home. And there you have it. This is why Wisconsin is called the Badger State. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Illinois. Why is Illinois known as the land of Lincoln? Seems pretty obvious, does it not? Illinois is known as the land of Lincoln because it is the state where Abraham Lincoln spent a significant portion of his life. He moved to Illinois in 1830 and lived there until he became the 16th President of the United States of America in 1861. Not only did Abraham Lincoln live in Illinois, but he also began his political career in Illinois. He served in the Illinois State Legislature and later represented the state of Illinois in the United States House of Representatives. So it is safe to say that Illinois played a crucial role in shaping Lincoln's political views and leadership skills. Another reason why Illinois is called the land of Lincoln is because it is home to many important landmarks and memorials dedicated to the former president. From his tomb in Springfield to the Lincoln Home National Historic Site, there are numerous places in Illinois that honor Lincoln's legacy. Overall, Illinois has a strong connection to Abraham Lincoln, making it deserving of the title Land of Lincoln. So next time you are in Illinois, make sure to visit some of these historical sites and learn more about the incredible impact that Abraham Lincoln had on both the state of Illinois and the nation of United States of America. Next up in our list is the state of Kentucky. Kentucky is called the Bluegrass State, not the Kentucky Fried Chicken State. Well, let me tell you, Kentucky is not called the Bluegrass State because they have fields of blue grass. Can you imagine a world where grass is actually blue? That would be wild. No. The real reason Kentucky is called Bluegrass State is because of the bluegrass music which originated in Kentucky. Yep, apparently back in the day, people used to play this funky music on their banjos and fiddles while dancing around in fields of regular green grass. I know, I was disappointed too. But wait, there is more. Legend has it that when the sun hits the grass just right, it gives off a bluish hue. Like what? So basically, Kentucky got its nickname because of some trippy lighting effects? It's like a real life Instagram filter for nature. And get this, bluegrass music isn't even blue. It's just a genre of music that has a twangy sound and tells stories about love, loss, and moonshine. So really, Kentucky should be called the Moonshine State or the Banjo State. I mean, those sound way cooler, right? So there you have it, folks. Kentucky is called the Bluegrass State because of some funky music and a trick of the light. Who knew? Next time you're driving through Kentucky and see some green grass, just remember it's not actually blue. But hey, at least they have some killer tunes and maybe a moonshine distillery or two. Let's move on to the next state in our list. Talking about distilleries, the next state is Tennessee. Now we'll be diving into the wild world of why Tennessee is called the volunteer state. Let's uncover the mystery behind it. Now you may be thinking that everyone in Tennessee is super eager to help out. But oh no, my friends, it's way more dramatic than that. Back in the day, during the War of 1812, Tennessee sent a bunch of soldiers to help out in the Battle of New Orleans. But get this, they weren't even asked to go. Nope, they just showed up like, hey, we heard you needed some help kicking butt, so here we are. Talk about some serious dedication, man. So after the battle was won and everyone was like, who are these crazy, awesome fighters? They found out they were from Tennessee. And that's when the nickname Volunteer State was born. Because these Tennesseans were basically like, we don't need no stinking official orders to come save the day. But wait, it gets even better. Not only did Tennessee volunteers kick some serious butt in the War of 1812, but they also showed up in droves during the Mexican-American War and the Civil War. It's like they have a superhero complex or something. So there you have it, folks. Tennessee isn't called the volunteer state because everyone there is just super helpful and friendly. No, it's because they are a bunch of fearless warriors who will show up and fight for what they believe in at the drop of a hat. Now that's some serious dedication. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Mississippi. Mississippi is called the Magnolia State. Well, let me tell you, it's not because they have a secret stash of magnolia flowers hidden somewhere. The real reason is way more dramatic than that. Legend has it that back in the day, Mississippi was in a heated competition with the other states in the United States of America to come up with the coolest nickname. They were like, we need something fierce, something powerful, something that screams, look at me, I'm fabulous. And then someone in Mississippi was like, I got it, let's call ourselves the Magnolia State. Now, you might be thinking, but why magnolias? What is so special about magnolias? Well, let me tell you, magnolias are like the divas of the flower world. They are big, they are bold, and they smell amazing. They are basically the Beyonce of flowers. So Mississippi was like, we want to be known as the Beyonce of states, so let's go with magnolias. And just like that, the Magnolia State was born. But here's the twist. Turns out Mississippi did not even have the most magnolias in the USA. That's right, They were out-magnolia'd by states like Louisiana and Texas. But did that stop them from claiming the title? Heck no. They were like, we may not have the most magnolias, but we sure know how to work it. So there you have it, folks. Mississippi is called the Magnolia State, not because they have more magnolias than anyone else, but because they have more sass and attitude than any other state out there. So next time you see a magnolia tree, just remember it's not just a flower, it's a symbol of Mississippi's fabulousness. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Alabama. Alabama is called the Yellow Hammer State. But why? Why not the Forrest Gump State or Sweet Home Alabama? Well, let's dive into the history behind this unique nickname. During the Civil War, the American Civil War, Alabama soldiers wore uniforms that were trimmed with yellow fabric, resembling the yellow hammer bird. This bird is native to the state of Alabama and has a distinct yellow and black plumage, hence the connection. The yellow hammer bird also played a significant role during the American Civil War. It was known for its resilience and determination, qualities that were admired by the soldiers. The bird's song even became a symbol of hope and inspiration for many Alabamians during that tumultuous time. Today, the yellowhammer bird remains a beloved symbol of Alabama's rich history and heritage. Its image can be found on various state emblems, including the official state bird. So next time you see the yellowhammer bird or hear about Alabama being called the Yellowhammer State, remember its significance and the strong connection to the state's past. And there you have it, a little piece of Alabama history explained. Let's now move on to the next state on our list, which is Georgia. Have you ever wondered why Georgia is called the Peach State? Well, let me enlighten you. Georgia earned this nickname due to its significant production of peaches. The state's climate and soil conditions are ideal for growing these delicious fruits, making Georgia one of the top peach producing states in the USA, but not the top producing state. Peaches have been grown in Georgia since the 18th century, and the state's peach industry has only continued to flourish over the years. The peach became the official state fruit of Georgia in 1995, solidifying its reputation as the peach state. So next time you bite into a juicy Georgia peach, remember that it's not just a tasty snack, it is a symbol of the state's rich agricultural history and its dedication to producing high quality fruits for people to enjoy. So whether you're enjoying a fresh peach on its own or incorporating it into a delicious recipe, know that you're indulging in a little piece of Georgia's heritage. So there you have it. Georgia is called the Peach State for a reason. Its abundance of delicious peaches and long-standing tradition of peach farming have earned it this sweet nickname. So next time you're in Georgia, be sure to savor a peach or two and appreciate all the hard work that goes into bringing these delectable fruits to your table. But remember, Georgia is one of the top peach producing states in the US, not the top peach producing state. It's not number one in the production of peaches. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is South Carolina. South Carolina produces more peaches than Georgia, but South Carolina is not called the peach state. Georgia is the peach state. South Carolina is called the palmetto state. In fact, this is quite interesting in the United States of America. The Cornhusker state is Nebraska, but the most corn is produced in Iowa. Peach state is Georgia, but the most peaches are produced in California. I think you can understand how confusing it can be. South Carolina, or the palmetto state, got its nickname from the state tree, the sable palmetto, also known as the cabbage palmetto. This iconic tree played a significant role in the state's history and is a symbol of resilience and strength. During the American Revolutionary War, British forces attempted to capture Charleston, South Carolina. The colonists built a fort out of palmetto logs to defend the city. Surprisingly, the soft palmetto wood absorbed the impact of cannonballs rather than splintering like traditional wood. This allowed the fort to withstand the attack and ultimately led to the victory for the colonists. The image of the palmetto tree on the state flag and seal represents this moment of triumph and resilience. It serves as a reminder of the state's rich history and its ability to overcome challenges. So next time you see a palmetto tree in South Carolina, remember its significance and the reason why this beautiful state is known as the Palmetto State. Now let's move on to Florida, the next state on our list. Florida is called the Sunshine State. Let me shed some light on this topic for you. Florida earned its nickname due to its abundance of sunny days throughout the year. With an average of 230 days of sunshine annually, it's no wonder this state has become synonymous with warm, bright weather. The tropical climate in Florida is influenced by its proximity to the equator and the surrounding bodies of water, such as the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. This combination creates a perfect recipe for sunny skies and warm temperatures. But it's not just about the weather. Florida's nickname also reflects the state's vibrant and optimistic atmosphere. The sunshine symbolizes happiness, positivity, and a laid-back lifestyle that many associate with Florida. So next time you are basking in the sun on one of Florida's beautiful beaches or exploring the lush landscapes, remember that you are experiencing firsthand why Florida is called the Sunshine State. Embrace the warmth, soak up the rays, and enjoy all that Florida has to offer under its sunny skies. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is North Carolina. North Carolina is called the Tar Heel State. Well, let me tell you the fascinating history behind this unique nickname. Back in the 18th and 19th centuries, North Carolina was a major producer of tar, pitch, and turpentine. These products were essential for shipbuilding and preserving wooden ships. The workers who produced these materials would often step into sticky tar, leaving black residues on their heels. This led to them being affectionately called Tar Heels. The nickname became even more popular during the American Civil War when North Carolina soldiers showed great courage and determination on the battlefield. They were known for their steadfastness, just like tar sticking to their heels. Over time, the term Tar Heel became a symbol of pride for North Carolinians, representing their resilience and strength. In fact, the University of North Carolina's sports teams are known as the Tar Heels, embracing this rich history. So next time you see that iconic Tar Heel State sign, remember the hard-working individuals who earned North Carolina its unique nickname. It's a testament to the state's heritage and the spirit of its people. And that's why North Carolina is called the Tar Heel State. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Virginia. Virginia has the nickname of the Old Dominion. Well, let me tell you the history behind this unique nickname. Virginia earned the title of the Old Dominion back in the colonial era when it was one of the original 13 colonies. The term dominion refers to a territory under the control of a ruler or a government. In this case, Virginia was under the dominion of the English crown. The old part of the nickname signifies Virginia's long-standing history and prominence as one of the oldest and most influential colonies in America. Virginia was one of the first permanent English settlements in the New World, with Jamestown being founded in 1607. Virginia played a crucial role in shaping early American history, from being home to some of the founding fathers of America, like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, to being a key battleground during the Revolutionary War of American independence. The nickname Old Dominion reflects Virginia's status as a historic and powerful state that has stood the test of time. It serves as a reminder of the state's rich heritage and enduring legacy in American history. So next time you hear someone refer to Virginia as the Old Dominion, remember that it's not just a catchy nickname. It's a tribute to the state's significant contributions to the United States of America's history. Now let's move on to the next state on our list, which is West Virginia. Country roads have brought us home to West Virginia. Have you ever wondered why West Virginia is called the Mountain State? Well, let me tell you. West Virginia earned this nickname due to its stunning mountainous landscape that covers over 3/4 of the state. The Appalachian Mountains run right through West Virginia, providing breathtaking views and outdoor recreational opportunities.
The state's highest point, Spruce Knob, reaches over 4,800 feet above sea level, showcasing the impressive elevation changes found throughout West Virginia. These mountains not only offer scenic beauty but also play a vital role in the state's history and economy. The rugged terrain of West Virginia has shaped its culture and way of life. From coal mining in the hills to outdoor activities like hiking and skiing, the mountains are central to the identity of the state and its residents. The Appalachian Trail, one of the most famous hiking trails in the world, passes through West Virginia, allowing visitors to experience the natural beauty firsthand. So next time you think of West Virginia, remember that it's not just a state, it's a mountain state. Its towering peaks and rolling hills make it a unique and picturesque destination for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or simply admiring the view from a scenic overlook, the mountains of West Virginia will leave you in awe of their beauty and grandeur. Let's move on to the next state in our list, which is Ohio. Have you ever wondered why Ohio is called the Buckeye State? Well, let me tell you the fascinating story behind this nickname. The state of Ohio earned the nickname the Buckeye State due to the prevalence of buckeye trees throughout the region. The buckeye tree is native to Ohio and is known for its distinctive nut, which resembles the eye of a deer or a buck. These nuts are also believed to bring good luck, which is why they have become a symbol of the state. The buckeye tree has played a significant role in Ohio's history and culture. In fact, it was even said that during the War of 1812, soldiers from Ohio carried buckeye nuts with them for good luck. The nuts were also used in political campaigns as a symbol of Ohio pride. Today, the buckeye tree remains an iconic symbol of Ohio, with its leaves and nuts featured on the state's official seal and flag. The Ohio State University sports teams are also known as the Buckeyes, further solidifying the connection between the state and this unique tree. So next time you find yourself in Ohio, take a moment to appreciate the beauty and significance of the buckeye tree. And remember, there's a reason why Ohio is called the Buckeye State. Now let's move on to Indiana, the next state on our list. Have you ever wondered why Indiana is called Hoosier State? Well, let me break it down for you. The origin of the term Hoosier is actually a bit of a mystery, but there are a few popular theories. One theory is that it comes from the word husher, which was used to describe rowdy or boisterous individuals in the early 19th century. Another theory is that it comes from the term Hoosiers men, which referred to rough and hardy pioneers in the Indiana Territory. Regardless of its origin, the term Hoosier has become synonymous with Indiana and its residents. In fact, Indiana adopted the nickname officially in 1833 when John Finley of Richmond wrote a poem titled The Hoosier's Nest, which helped solidify the state's identity as the Hoosier State. But what does being a Hoosier really mean? Well, it's about more than just a catchy nickname. I think you've heard that quite often. It represents the resilience, hard work, and sense of community that define the people of Indiana. From the rich agricultural heritage to the strong manufacturing industry, Hoosiers have always been known for their work ethic and determination. So next time you hear someone refer to Indiana as the Hoosier State, remember that it's not just a name, it's a symbol of the state's history and values. And as proud Hoosiers, people in Indiana regard the title with honor and pride. Let's move on to Michigan now, the next state on our list. Michigan is called the Great Lakes State. Let me explain why. Michigan is surrounded by 4 of the 5 Great Lakes: Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and Lake Erie. These massive bodies of water not only provide stunning views and recreational activities, but also play a vital role in the state's economy. The Great Lakes are a vital transportation route for shipping goods between United States and Canada. Michigan's location makes it a strategic hub for trade and commerce, with ports like Detroit and Grand Rapids serving as major shipping centers. The lakes also support industries like fishing and tourism, contributing to the state's economy. But it is not just about business. The Great Lakes offer endless opportunities for outdoor enthusiasts, from boating and fishing to hiking and camping along the scenic shoreline. Michigan's diverse landscape, including forests, dunes, and waterfalls, attracts visitors from near and far. So, when you think of Michigan, remember that it's not just about being a state in the Midwest, it's about being a state that is truly great because of its connection to the magnificent Great Lakes. So, next time you get a chance to visit Michigan or see it on a map, remember why it's called the Great Lake State, because it truly is a gem surrounded by some of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. Now, let's move on to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is called the Keystone State. Let me explain why for you. Pennsylvania earned the nickname the Keystone State because of its central location among the original 13 colonies. Just like a keystone in an arch, Pennsylvania played a crucial role in holding together the newly formed United States. Not only is Pennsylvania geographically central, but it also holds historical significance as one of the original 13 colonies and the site of key events in American history, such as the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitutional Convention. But that's not all. Pennsylvania is also a key player in industry and commerce. With major cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania has been a hub for manufacturing, transportation, and trade for centuries. So there you have it. Pennsylvania truly is the Keystone State, holding together the fabric of American history and serving as a vital center for industry and commerce. Next time you visit Pennsylvania, remember the important role that Pennsylvania plays in the past and present of the United States of America. Let's move on to the next state in our list, that is New Jersey is called the Garden State. Why, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you with some precise and comprehensive information. First off, New Jersey earned the nickname the Garden State back in 1876 at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia. The state showcased its agricultural prowess and beautiful gardens, impressing visitors from all over. One key point to note is that New Jersey has a diverse and fertile landscape, perfect for growing a wide variety of crops. From blueberries and cranberries to tomatoes and corn, the state is a major producer of fresh produce. Another reason for the nickname is the state's commitment to preserving open space and promoting agriculture. New Jersey has a strong agricultural industry that contributes significantly to the state's economy. So when you think of New Jersey, don't just picture highways and industrial areas and the Sopranos. Think of lush farmlands, vibrant orchards, and beautiful gardens that make it deserving of the title the Garden State. In conclusion, New Jersey's rich agricultural heritage, diverse landscape, and commitment to preserving open space all contribute to why it is called the Garden State. So next time you drive through New Jersey, remember to appreciate its natural beauty and agricultural abundance. Now let's move on to Maryland, the state which contains Bethesda. Have you ever wondered why Maryland is called the Old Line State? Well, let me break it down for you. Back in the Revolutionary War, Maryland had a group of soldiers known as the Maryland Line. These soldiers were known for their bravery, discipline, and unwavering loyalty to their cause. They were considered the best soldiers in the Continental Army and were often referred to as the Old Line. Their reputation for being tough and reliable fighters stuck around even after the war was over. So when Maryland was looking for a nickname to represent their state pride, they decided to go with the Old Line State in honor of those brave soldiers who fought for their freedom. So next time you see that phrase on a license plate or road sign, remember that it is a nod to Maryland's rich history and the courageous soldiers who helped shape the state known to the world today. And there you have it, a little history lesson on why Maryland is called the Old Line State. Pretty cool, right? Let's move on to the next state on our list, which is Delaware. Do you know why Delaware is called the first state? Well, let me break it down for you. Delaware earned this title because it was the first state to ratify the United States Constitution on December 7, 1787. This act made Delaware the first state to join the newly formed Union of States, setting a precedent for others to follow. The decision to ratify the Constitution was not taken lightly. Delaware played a crucial role in the formation of the United States as a nation. The state's leaders understood the importance of creating a unified government that would benefit all citizens. By being the first to ratify the Constitution, Delaware demonstrated its commitment to the ideals of democracy and unity. Delaware's status as the first state is a point of pride for its residents. It symbolizes their role in shaping American history and their dedication to upholding the values of the Constitution. Today, Delaware continues to honor this legacy by actively participating in the democratic process and striving to create a better future for all its citizens. So there you have it. Delaware is called the first state because of its pivotal role in ratifying the United States Constitution. It's a title that reflects the state's commitment to democracy and unity from the very beginning. Next, we will talk about the state of Connecticut. Connecticut is called the Constitution State. Do you know why? Well, let me break it down for you in a quick and precise manner. Connecticut earned this nickname back in the 1630s when it adopted the Fundamental Orders, which is considered by many as the first written constitution in history. This document established a framework for self-government and individual rights in the Connecticut colony. The Fundamental Orders of Connecticut served as a model for other colonies and even influenced the drafting of the United States Constitution. It emphasized the importance of individual liberties and the separation of powers, principles that are still upheld today. Connecticut's commitment to democracy and constitutional governance has earned it the well-deserved title of the Constitution State. So next time you hear someone refer to Connecticut by this name, you'll know exactly why. And there you have it, a brief history lesson on why Connecticut is called the Constitution State. Remember, knowledge is power. Let's move on to Rhode Island. Rhode Island is also known as the Ocean State. It earned its nickname for a very good reason. You see, despite being the smallest state in the United States, Rhode Island, which by the way is not an island, boasts an impressive 400 miles of coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. That's right, 400 miles of beautiful beaches, rugged cliffs, and picturesque harbors. But it's not just about the quantity of coastline that earns Rhode Island its title. The state's economy and culture are deeply intertwined with the ocean. Fishing has been a vital industry in Rhode Island for centuries, providing fresh seafood to locals and beyond. And let's not forget about tourism. Those stunning beaches draw in visitors from all over the world. The ocean also plays a crucial role in shaping Rhode Island's climate. The moderating effects of the ocean help to keep temperatures relatively mild year-round, making it a popular destination for those looking to escape harsh winters or scorching summers. So when you think of Rhode Island, don't think of an island, but do think of sandy shores, salty breezes, and endless ocean views. It's no wonder they proudly wear the title of the Ocean State. And with all that natural beauty and economic importance, who would not want to be known as such? So next time you find yourself in Rhode Island, take a moment to appreciate all that the ocean has to offer. And remember why this tiny state holds such a big title. Let's move on to Massachusetts. Have you ever wondered why Massachusetts is called the Bay State? Let's dive into the history behind this nickname. Massachusetts earned the title of the Bay State due to its numerous bays along the coastline, including Cape Cod Bay, Buzzards Bay, and Massachusetts Bay. These bodies of water played a crucial role in the state's early economy, serving as important trade routes for merchants and fishermen. But that's not the only reason Massachusetts is known as the Bay State. The state also boasts a rich maritime history, with iconic cities like Boston and Salem serving as major ports for ships traveling to and from Europe. Additionally, the presence of famous bays like Cape Cod Bay and Massachusetts Bay attracted early settlers to the region. leading to the establishment of thriving coastal communities that still exist today. So there you have it. Massachusetts earned the nickname the Bay State not only for its picturesque bays but also for its deep ties to maritime trade and history. Next time you visit Massachusetts, take a moment to appreciate the beautiful bays that helped shape the state's identity. Let's now move on to Maine. Have you ever wondered why Maine is called the Pine Tree State? Well, let me break it down for you. Maine earned this nickname because of its vast forests of pine trees, specifically the eastern white pine. These trees are not only abundant in Maine, but they also played a significant role in the state's history. The eastern white pine was highly valued for its tall, straight trunks that were perfect for ship masts. In fact, during the colonial era, these trees were in such high demand that they were reserved for the British Royal Navy. This led to the Pine Tree Riot of 1772, where colonists rebelled against the British authorities who were claiming ownership of these valuable trees. Today, Maine continues to be known for its beautiful pine forests, which cover over 90% of the state's total forested land. The trees not only provide a stunning backdrop for outdoor enthusiasts and tourists, but they also support a thriving timber industry in Maine. So there you have it. Maine is called the Pine Tree State because of its rich history and abundance of eastern white pine. Next time you find yourself surrounded by these majestic trees in Maine, take a moment to appreciate their significance and the role that they have played in shaping the identity of the state of Maine. Let's move on to New Hampshire. Why is New Hampshire called the Granite State? Well, let me break it down for you. New Hampshire earned this nickname due to its abundance of granite rock formations found throughout the state. Granite is a type of igneous rock that is known for its durability and strength, making it a popular choice for construction and monuments. In fact, New Hampshire has some of the oldest granite quarries in the United States of America, dating back to the 1600s. The state's official state rock is granite, further solidifying its reputation as the Granite State. But it's not just about the rock itself. Granite has played a significant role in shaping New Hampshire's history and economy. From the iconic Old Man of the Mountain to the stunning White Mountains, granite formations can be found all over New Hampshire, showcasing the state's natural beauty and resilience. So there you have it. New Hampshire is called the Granite State because of its rich history and abundance of granite rock formations. It's a fitting nickname for a state that truly rocks in more ways than one. Why is Vermont called the Green Mountain State? Must be because it has many mountains covered with greenery. Is it so? Let's find out. You see, Vermont got its nickname because of the lush green mountains that covered the state. So I was right. These mountains are part of the Green Mountain Range, which runs north to south through the state. But why are these mountains so green? It's all thanks to the dense forest that covered them, creating a beautiful green landscape that stretches as far as the eye can see. The Green Mountain Range is not only a stunning natural feature, but it also plays a significant role in Vermont's history and culture. The mountains have provided resources for the state's economy, such as timber and tourism opportunities for outdoor enthusiasts. So next time you find yourself in Vermont, take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the Green Mountain State and its majestic green mountains. And now you know why Vermont is called the Green Mountain State. Let's move on to the last state in this series on nicknames of the states in the United States. Let's conclude this series by talking about New York State. Last but definitely not the least, New York State is called the Empire State. Let me explain why. First of all, the nickname Empire State was first coined back in the 19th century, during a time when New York State was quickly becoming one of the most influential and powerful states in the United States of America. With its booming economy, diverse population, and cultural significance, New York State truly embodied the idea of an empire within a state. One key point to remember is that New York State has always been a major hub of commerce and industry. From Wall Street to the bustling ports along the Hudson River, New York has long been a center of economic activity. This economic power and influence earned it the title of the Empire State. Another reason for the nickname is New York's sheer size and population. With over 19 million residents, New York State is one of the most populous states in the United States of America. Its vast size and diverse population contribute to its status as an empire within itself. And let's not forget about New York City, the largest city in the state and a global center for finance, culture, and entertainment. The Big Apple's iconic skyline and bustling streets symbolize the grandeur and power of the Empire State. So there you have it. New York State earned the nickname Empire State due to its economic prowess, size, population, and cultural significance. It truly is a state that lives up to its grand title. And with this, we have described the nicknames for each of the 50 states in the United States of America and have also briefly discussed why each state got the nickname it has. Thank you for watching this video. Take care, bye bye, and please don't forget to be awesome.